I think we're at a time period where lawmakers generally are looking at all kinds of tech companies, all kinds of new tech in terms of, is this being regulated properly? Should we do more? You know, Facebook has sort of been hitting the markets today based on what happened with their data. In this particular case, again, as Steve pointed out, we don't really know what happened. But here's the thing is that, you know, pedestrian always has a right of way, right? So whatever the accident may have been, the car is ultimately at fault. Now, whether it, as Steve pointed out, whether it was a driver error in terms of the operator, who's the safety operator, true? Or the actual technology.
Is that true? What do you guys think? Is the pedestrian, do they always have the right of way? I mean, we feel that way.
We feel that way. Well, and that's the thing. I think
particularly versus a machine, you definitely feel that.
Yeah, when it's a new technology, when people are concerned or afraid of a new technology, the tech company, in this case Uber, has to be that much better, that much safer with everything. I think that's the public perception on this is going to be super key. One thing we found, we did a report on this a few months back, that for all the autonomous miles that Uber has driven, a safety driver has had to take over the wheel every 0.8 miles. So really? It hasn't been that great, but it's still early days, right? I think it's better to test it. It's better to see as many real-world conditions to get as much data as you possibly can, but it hasn't been great to start.
Also, Ed, remind us how important self-driving technology is to the future of Uber, because they're still loss-making on their core business when they're paying drivers. They need to get to this point at some point.
So this isn't just some tech experiment. This it underpins the future of Uber's business. Right. The reason why is due to pricing wars, like Uber actually loses money on a lot of their rides. If you have an autonomous vehicle, you don't have to pay a driver. You don't have to give them the 75% or the 70% cut of the fare. You take the full fare. I mean, of course, you have to also own the car, but also the car runs 24/7. So you can run all the time. You can pick up multiple passengers through.
Yeah, it's the holy grail if it works.
Exactly right.
But,
that's the thing for it.
Real quickly, Deirdre.
Yeah, I think also this goes beyond Uber. Waymo has racked up 4 million miles, twice as many as Uber, and they've been in accidents too. None this serious. But I think the point is that for this technology to become better, it has to be tested on public roads, and whether or not this is going to be a setback. Also worth noting that Uber has had some of the highest profile accidents that have either been caught on video, like when it ran a red light last year, or when a car actually flipped over. And again, not necessarily due to the technology, but perhaps humans. But again, it just changes public perception, could make it harder to get these vehicles to market.
And that's actually a great point, because I think that there's been more scrutiny of a company like Uber because of the way it's been managed, right? And I think with the new CEO in place, with Dara in place, I mean, I think he's presented a more sort of faithful, more professional, kind of leadership, and I think that speaks volumes about how they're managing their business.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.